Come on, Joshua, don't fail me now. Oh, nope, it's over.
Oh yeah, the crate does it. And that is the end of the Demon King,
and
folks.
Joshua chopped him into pieces. Roar.
I don't really think that's pieces, more like disintegration, but we'll.
And I didn't get the A rank with Natasha and Joshua, but that's okay. It's over. Evil has been imprisoned, locked away. The legends of old have been mirrored in our actions today. Yeah, we have done more, actually. We destroyed his body. And another thing. It took the might of 5 heroes to do what we did, and they died! We didn't! Yeah, you did have their weapons, though.
Well, oh yeah.
Yay! Yes, it does, Vanessa. Oh, Tana. You were a monster. But I had to not use you on this path because I was using Cormag. Otherwise, there's no way. He probably wouldn't have turned out so good. Yay! Mulder. Who I have never used. Marissa, I did use you, but you didn't get to take part in the final battle. Yes, we're gonna enjoy it.
That's cool.
Shall we head back to Johanna? I guess we get to stop in at the guild and get our next contract, eh? But the queen's gone. Oh, I wonder. I'm sure it'll all work out. Oh, Joshua, your kingdom is calling. Heads. Looks like I should be getting back as well. You really had to make a coin flip for that one.
Hey, if I was a king that just really didn't want to be king,
well, yeah.
I mean, let's say that.
Cormag. It is. The Rouston bunch. Oh, Dazla.
About time for me to run away.
Hold it. I gave you no orders to leave. Poor Ranak. He's like, I finally get to get away. And then you recruit him again. And then the battle's over. Yay, I get to leave. Go ahead.
Gun. This isn't what I signed up for.
Let's move, Ranak. Sigh. Myrrh. Soleil.
It's gone.
Yes. That's the end. That was out of time with the music.
Who cares?
Who cares? This isn't the music channel. What? Hey, teacher! Just to get on Brysoff's nerves. Yay! Yeah, he is a true warrior. He drove his axe into a dragon zombie with the greatest of ease. Bah! Oh, calm. We all worked together.
Together? Right here. Oh,
yeah, don't start crying.
Dang it.
He's like, no, not now, not now.
My one weakness.
You know, I've been told that these two, Lute and Archer, have an interesting support conversation and ending, but I've never seen it because I just can't stand Lute. Yay. General!
We can finally return to Renas, can't we? Yes.
All of us unharmed. I mean, we did have a few moments where it kind of got bad, but I think we did okay. Yes, it is going to keep us busy. We'll be beside you through it all. Let's go home. Yes, we have people waiting for us.
Better than some people.
Yep, and I'm going to save over that. That way, just in case this recording gets lost.
It is time. Be on my way, my
Friends. As the Princess of Ralston, I still have many duties to perform. Oh, I'm sure you do. I would be ever so delighted if you joined my tea club. What? I don't remember that.
randomness.
Well, on Ephraim's side, she's like, well, if you and I were to be wed, was that too forward? And I'm like, what? I don't remember that either. I have much to do here in Johanna. Yeah, you do. I'll start with what can be done and keep going from there. Well, good, Joshua. First, I must talk to Mother. Okay. She should know that we've won, so that she can rest easily. And Renea's castle, where we're leaving the rest of the band. We of Freya will do what we can to aid in the restoration. Aw, Ennis, you're such a nice guy. If you need our assistance, you have but to ask. Well, that's good. I seldom... But I'll grant
you that.
Yeah.
Sorrow for the...
Aw, he's such a nice guy, isn't he? And the twins are finally home.
It's alright. I've always kind of assumed that he was kind of a plague kind of.
Yeah. He's not really that good. I mean, he is great, but he's a jerk.
Oh, yeah. That.
But first, we must seal this away. Yeah, this is different, too, because Ephraim talks about going to Grotto, and do you suppose we could bring back Father and Lion? That's how this got started, so no, let's not do that.
No, let's, no.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. I know. Such things would be... Yeah, we've seen what it actually happens when we bring people back with this. It doesn't exactly pan out very well.
Darn it, Demon Kings.
Yep, we don't want another one.
We just got done destroying the last one.
What do you think he would want? Mm-hmm.
Question marks.
The Fire Emblem, yes. Yes, let's do so.
So, we're hitting the books after we go.
Pretty much. Without using some mystic power that could potentially bring about the destruction of the world.
Yeah, well, hey, okay, listen. What I'm gathering, pretty much they said we're going back home to go to university.
Yeah,
without the tuition costs.
Executive producer Satoru Iwata, rest in peace, good sir. So yeah, that's Eirika's ending, and there's some different scenes here because it's her path. But while we're sitting here at this credits, I do want to ask my brother here, what are your thoughts on Sacred Stones, the game, as well as the Fire Emblem series?
Alright, so, you don't know me as well as you know Rude Drake, but I am a huge tactics fan when it comes to games. And Fire Emblem is one of the keynote series when it comes to tactical games. One, because unlike almost every other tactical game in the Fire Emblem series, with the exclusion of Fire Emblem Awakening, where you can turn off the setting, you actually lose your characters if they die, which represents an actual concept of they actually did die. There is no resurrection to bring them back concept. That being said, it makes it definitely much more challenging, because you end up having to be more selective about what you're doing, and it takes actual tactics to actually win and not have everyone end up dead. You have to plan out steps in the head, and Sacred Stone is by far one of my favorite storyline components. It has a really good story. It has really good background. You have both story arcs from the twins. I suggest anyone who plays them do both. I know you were like, it's a lot of hard work, but it's definitely worth it in the end. One, because you see that you have both the story arcs complete. You also have, there are a few little extras that you get from unlocking both of them in the epilogue. But it's very satisfying. You get different scenes, you have different stories, and to top it off, you do get the extra scenes, which are nice. And honestly, if you enjoy the Fire Emblem series and you like these kind of games, I would recommend to you, there are a couple of other games that you can also try. One of the ones that is kind of along the same system as Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, you have Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and Advance 2, which are both similar styles with a little bit different blending on how you do stuff. But if you really enjoyed the Fire Emblem and the Let's Play stuff, I really suggest you check those two games out. And, you know, they are older games, so you could probably pick them up for cheap somewhere. Overall, though, I would say that if you're gonna start playing Fire Emblem, Sacred Stone is probably a good gateway game.
Yeah. I agree to that. This is probably the easiest one to pick up because you don't get overly screwed, kind of like you would in the first game that came to the US, Fire Emblem for GBA, aka Blazing Sword. I mean, they do give you Athos at the very end to pretty much ensure that you can still beat the game no matter how bad you've screwed up. But still, now we're at this part where it shows the first meeting of the twins and Lion. My name is Lion. Yep, that's me, the son of the Emperor. You're the Prince and Princess of Rheneas, aren't you? I heard you were coming, and I've been waiting here all day. Oh, he waited all day. I don't have any friends. Man, that's sad. That is really sad. What do you say? From now on, let's be friends.
That is actually a pretty good, intro and spiel, by the way.
Yeah. And now here comes all my turns. I wonder which one. Okay, 29. There's got to be one that's got. Okay, 32. Queen of White Dunes took 55.
Yeah.
Okay, so Queen of White Dunes. I don't know which one I did more turns on. Probably Ephraim's Path. And we get some endings. Franz the Faithful. Franz, as you can see, I did try to use, but he just, his brother greatly outdid him. Ford, I had never used before this series, and he just, on both paths, he shined. And Gilliam, who, yeah, did not do too good. He can be a good unit, he is not consistent at all. He really is not. He's either good or he's mediocre at best. Mulder! Never used him. Not really much to say about him. But yeah, we get individual endings here, and there's going to be some that are different from Ephraim's ending. Two in particular, because I didn't get the A rank support with Joshua and Natasha, we'll be getting their individual ending, which is nice that I got that. That way we can see what those two look like individually. So, and I think Joshua's ending is the same. Ooh, Ross. And we can see Ross's individual ending too, because we didn't get this. We saw his ending with Amelia on Ephraim's path. Set out to perfect his fighting skill and hone both body and spirit. Well, good for Ross.
So pretty much, guys, he became a martial artist.
And sought out Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off. Thus Ross became the Karate Kid.
Not true.
How many more goofy references am I gonna make?
How long are the credits?
We got probably 10-15 minutes left of them. He spent the rest of his days as a chivalrous rogue. I didn't know there was such a thing. Apparently there are. I guess there can be a good thief. Oh, Nimai. She got an A support with Archer, but they don't have an ending together, so... Travel to the capital of the West is an archery instructor. Well, she's a good one. She never could resist a good cry. Aww.
Poor Calm.
Yeah, I know. I have seen their A rank support ending. It's pretty great. Well, good for Archer. I don't remember the one he lost. I do remember the one he lost. Loot, Prodigy, aka useless to Rudrake. Yeah, she's a good unit, but I really had a hard time standing her when I first got her. I was like, this girl's annoying. Joshua returned to Gehenna and ruled over it as king. His skills as a leader had grown great, and Gehenna flourished as never before. He never outgrew his love of travel and games of chance. Well, he had to sit still for once, though.
Hey, give him a break. I mean, he did become king. He had to keep some fun.
Yeah. Because, as we all know, being a ruler is not all fun and games. And Natasha, she goes back to Grado. Ford the Wild Knight. I wouldn't say he's wild, but... And we never did get to see this in support conversations, but he does like to paint. So... There's actually between him and Kyle, where Kyle's like, "You're on the battlefield, what are you doing?" Kyle I've used before, but just rarely. Ford just came right out of the gate and wanted to impress me, so... And here's Tana's individual ending. Shock, I didn't put her with Ephraim this time. And Ephraim. Innis King and stratagem. Yeah. Resourcefulness and tactical prowess helped him build a court of loyal vassals that served to lead the country to greater prosperity. Graceful Seren.
I'm an emotionless prick.
Yeah, Seren I've never used. Unless I had to. I guess you could if you needed like a good flying unit later in the game, but I just didn't. And there's Duissel, who is a very solid unit when you need just a walking tank on the field. sharing his wisdom with other nations as an expert combat instructor. Well, he did teach Ephraim.
I can do that. I can definitely see that.
And then there's Noel. I hear he has really interesting support conversations with people, but I've never seen them. Have you?
Nope. Wow.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, peace out, guys. I did my job.
Yeah. Cormac returned to Grotto to assist in the reconstruction of his country. Shortly after, he left to wander on his own. When he reappeared, he rejoined the army not as a knight, but as a common soldier. Now, I really want to see, and I may, when I go back through the game eventually, I'm probably going to get Ephraim and Larakel's ending, because that is a pair that I would love to see. She never lost her unique perspective.
Yeah.
The support conversation between Larakel and Dazla, though, it is kind of sad. It is very sad, actually. Because it talks about, like, the day she was wed that he cries, and I'm like, aww. And he was forced to return. He was never able to escape his service to the self-centered princess who became queen. Admittedly, he didn't try very hard.
Okay. Yeah, that Reneg's lifestyle is more.
He really is. He just kind of goes with the flow. Garrick, didn't use you on this path, but you are a great unit. One day, without warning, he left, never to return. What? Oh yeah, I got some crap from Brian for never using Tethys, but I'm like, I just don't find her useful in this game.
I don't know. She does have some tactical advantages if you used her dance ability. But
yeah.
That's really the only thing.
And here's the ending with Ewan and Amelia. After the war, Ewan and Amelia set out as promised on a trip around the world. Their deeds along the way made small legends in the regions they visited. In time, Amelia gave birth to a daughter, and they settled down. Aww. Marissa. Many men sought to challenge her to a duel, and none of them stood up to her blade. Yeah. Soleil I've never used either, except just as, just when he's required to be used. I've heard some of his supports with people are really interesting, though. I'll have to see them one of these days.
Maybe.
We'll here we go. After the war, Ephraim returned to Rheneas and Myrrh to Darkling Woods. Aww. They both turned their attention to their respective duties, but never forgot one another. Well, that's good. Though Myrrh never again left Darkling Woods, Ephraim often visited her. Well, that's nice. And Eirika and Seth. I have shown this on Ephraim's path, but I will read through this one again, just because. Upon their return to Rheneas, Eirika and Seth were wed, with the blessings of Ephraim and all the knights of Rheneas. The tale of the love that grew between a princess and her loyal knight became a beloved romance in Rheneas.
Honestly, guys, that's a little bit cliche, but
And that's it. We are officially done with Fire Emblem Sacred Stones now. I cannot believe I finally powered through and finished this. This series was long, and it took a lot of work to do what I pulled off in it. But despite all of that, and the months where there weren't videos, the months I struggled to do anything because of personal issues coming up and stuff like that, I'm glad I finally finished it. Sacred Stones is probably the best Fire Emblem to start with in the series. Easy to get into, easy to fix yourself if you get screwed. You can always go to the tower or the Lagged Out Ruins and grind. And there's a variety of units to choose from. A pretty good variety, honestly. But thank you, Jonathan, for not only joining me for this project, but also being a great friend during all the stuff we've been through together. And I look forward to series with you in the future. So, but anyway, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you for the next series coming soon. Rudrick out.